What is up, guys? Today I want to show you real quick how to vinyl wrap your door handles. Some of you know I've done it on my car a few times. In fact, I just did it and I forgot, oh, I should have made a video. So I figured I have a broken door handle, so this would be a good opportunity to show you guys how to do it. All you're going to need, grab some glass cleaner. I'm just using this. Get a towel. You're just going to use those to actually clean the surface. Get a razor blade. You have to be careful with these, but you need something to cut the film. I'm using this 10 mil socket. You can use whatever. The point of this is so that you can actually stick it up behind this thing on the door handle to actually keep it open. I'm doing this top piece here, not the whole entire thing. I use that as like a little prop, so whatever fits ships, right? It works. And then the vinyl wrap I have is actually from 3M. I'm going to try to put a link in the description because I really like this stuff. It's a gray, but it's almost like a gray metallic, or it is a gray metallic, and it has like a little bit of a sparkle. I don't know how well it'll show up, but pretty good stuff. And then lastly, you're going to want a torch, a propane torch, or if you have even a hair dryer, as long as it gets hot, it'll work. This is nothing crazy, just torchy action, you know. I'm going to go ahead and start off. Clean up your surface here. You don't want any nonsense or anything stuck up on the actual surface. So I'm going to give it a good spray and just give it a nice wipe. And it doesn't really matter if you polish the paint on the door handle, I don't think. It's kind of whatever you want to do. Because I know some people are like, well, then it'll be easier to come off when you're done. And I guess. But anyways, now that that's clean, go ahead and grab your little prop thing. You're going to open this up. And you see there's a little piece right here. You're going to open this up and put it right under there. So it helps kind of keep that up. This is going to make this way easier to actually mess with this. So I'm going to go ahead and get some vinyl wrap. And now I do a very loose measurement. You don't want too much. Just get I guess you should get scissors to cut it. You don't want too much, just enough to definitely cover the length, and then give it about 1.5 inches. I've already cut some before, so I'm not super concerned about how I cut it. And again, the square is all you really need. That fits, so that's what we're going to use. Since that is popped up, definitely measure it just to make sure that this will actually fit over your door handle piece. And you're just going to actually take off the vinyl wrap. And you're going to lay it across. Real slow. Just like that. Go ahead and push down on the middle. As long as you can get the middle down, you should be okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit it with the torch. The point of the torch or the hair dryer is to heat it. It helps to make the wrap a lot more, what's the word? It makes it soft and helps it stretch. And you don't need much, let me tell you. A little bit goes a long way. And then you're just going to use your finger and just kind of push outwards. Try to get all the air bubbles out and just kind of shape it. Push it along the edge of this actual surface of the door handle. You can see the line from the actual edges. And if you have a little bit like this that's popping up, just lift it up a little bit and try setting it back down again. You gotta just mess with it a little bit. Again, when you push it like this, you're just getting all those little bubbles out. Just have a little bit of patience. And just like that, I'm going to go ahead and show you this up close so you can see where we're at. So I have it so that you can see the edges of the actual handle. I got all the bubbles out. Now we're going to go ahead and heat it, and then we're going to go ahead and trim it. Actually, we can go ahead and trim it right now. We don't have to heat it yet. Get your razor blade and just give yourself about 1 centimeter of room to work with here, because you're essentially going to fold this over under the handle. Sometimes you're better to have too much than too little. And be very careful because remember there's paint right under this. So you don't want to nick the paint on the surround of the handle. Although in all fairness, I've done it a couple times and a light coat of wax has been enough to kind of fill it and kind of keep it not that noticeable. I know not being most safe, but usually that top piece is fairly easy to cut. And just like that, you should be able to work with that. Again, a little bit of excess is okay because you're going to have all that fold down. Now get your torch again, heat it again, just like that. Push around the edges. I start on the bottom and I like to actually just get under that ledge. You don't really need a lot of force, just enough to push it down. It's a little hard to show this since it's not in the car, but basically you're just trying to tuck that edge so it's not seen. And if there's some spots where it still sticks up, you can use a little bit more heat. And on the back it's the same thing. Just try to fit your finger down there and push that back side down behind the handle. See on this corner, looks a little jagged, but that's okay. Get your finger and just push the crap out of it. And if there's a little bit of bubbles on the very edge, like this, you can heat it again and try to re-stretch it, or sometimes, to be honest, it's not enough that sometimes it'll make that big of a difference. Because once you actually close the handle, you don't notice really. And just like that, you have your edges pretty much good. Again, this you can fix if you really want to. You're gonna go ahead and take the piece out of the middle, just like that. You see what I mean? You can see where I've scratched this before, so that's why I was saying be careful of using that razor. It's probably not the best tool you use, but in my opinion, it's the easiest way to cut this. Fairly simple process. Hope that was interesting and somewhat useful for you guys. I'm no professional, but I've done this a lot of times and I've used whatever works for me, so thought I'd share. I'll show you it on the car here in just a sec. And the nice thing about this is if you want to take it off, just lift up that door handle, peel it right off. Heat will be your best friend to get it back off, but just a quick little DIY. I think it looks sick. Look how I was telling you, you barely notice those little imperfections where it's sticking out. It's there, but if you're not super picky, quick and easy, now you can go knock out the other three. Let me go ahead and show you the ones that I actually did on the car real quick. So tonight I just did the door handles, and I know it's hard to see at night, but they look pretty sick. Again, in my opinion, it almost gives like a little bit of a contrast. It just gives a little something else to the car. So I'll be doing my summer update video here soon, and you'll see them on there, so you'll get to see what it looks like in daytime. But hope you guys enjoyed that, and we will see you guys next time.